to the channel, viewers. Let's see what's going on in the world of lost AWOL women.
You want to make their lives more enjoyable. You should be making their lives more meaningful even.
Oh, more meaningful even.
But no matter whatever you do.
Okay, drum roll, guys. What's the big bit of advice?
Not make their lives easier.
Okay, so you're going to do this, that, and all the other, but in no way make your man's life easier. Do you agree with that, editor? In no way make your man's life easier. That's the wisdom of these modern day princesses, they're called. She's called Princess something or other. That sounds like a monster, not a princess.
Do not make their lives more simple. Do not try to make their lives easier. Okay?
Okay, I'm going to do something unusual here. I'm going to show you the wisdom of the ancients and what a wife, what a good girlfriend, or whatever you want to call these people in your life, should do. Okay, viewers, what you can see on the screen is Proverbs 31, right? Now, this is what a woman's supposed to be like. I'll come back shortly. I've got the wrong version. Okay, let's go with this version. Proverbs 31. These are the virtues of a noble woman. But if you let's just go back a bit. These are the words of King Lemuel, the burden that his mother taught him. What shall I say, O my son? What son of my womb? What, O son of my vows? Do not spend your strength on women, or your vigor on those who ruin kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, or for rulers to crave strong drink, lest they drink and forget what is decreed, depriving all the oppressed of justice. Give strong drink to one who is perishing, and wine to the bitter in soul, and remember his misery no more. Open your mouth for those with no voice, for the cause of all the dispossessed, and open your mouth, judge righteously, and defend the cause of the poor and needy. So drink's not something contrary to modern ideals of what enjoyment is. Drink's not something you just do at your leisure. In those days, it was something they gave to the dying. So if you parallel that today with people that drink, then there's a lot of people that are apparently dying, but they're not. They just drink and drink for the sake of it. Now, it comes into this part where it talks about the virtue of a noble woman, and let's read it. A wife of noble character, who can find? Well, you know, they are out there, aren't they, editor? So, she is far more precious than rubies. The heart of her husband trusts in her, and he lacks nothing of value. She brings him good and no harm all the days of her life and his. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She is like the merchant ships, bringing her food from afar. She rises while it is still night to provide food for her household and portions for her maidservants. She appraises a field and buys it. From her earnings she plants a vineyard. She girds herself with strength and shows that her arms are strong. She sees that her gain is good, and her lamp is not extinguished at night. She stretches out her hands to the distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor and reaches out her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for they are all clothed in scarlet. She makes coverings for her bed. Her clothing is fine linen and purple. Her husband is known at the city gate, where he sits among the elders of the land. So a wise man, right, Obviously, it takes a wise man to find and select a woman of this caliber. She makes linen garments and sells them, and she delivers sashes to the merchants. Strength and honor are her clothing, which are characteristical, aren't they? And she can laugh at the days to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, unlike a lot of these TikTokers, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. Excuse me. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband praises her as well. Many daughters have done noble things, but you surpass them all. This is this virtuous woman. Charm is deceptive. Now listen to this, viewers. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting. But a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Why? Because she's got order. She's got a value for the things that matter. Give her the fruit of her hands, and let her works praise her at the gates. There are Proverbs 31, you guys, if you want to get down to the meat and potatoes of it. So let's start this again.
You want to make their lives more enjoyable. You should be making their lives more meaningful, even.
See, it starts off well, but the even's sort of the beginning of the devaluation, isn't it? You may as well make their lives so and so even. You know, it's not real genuine, is it?
But no matter whatever you do, do not make their lives easier.
And there's the devil incarnate, right? If you compare that with what the scriptures just advise women to do for their men, you've just got the devil incarnate. And this is the foolish advice that a lot of these women are putting across the world. They're putting their names to it as going to help them in their relationships when it's not.
Do not make their lives more simple. Do not try to make their lives easier, okay? And I know this is kind of like counterintuitive because as women, like we're just so nurturing and we just want to like help people, you know, like we want to make people's lives.
Hang on, see, here we go again. Is she talking about people, right? Just people in general? Or is she talking about the man in her life, right? You can't just generalize. You treat people one way, you treat your work friends another way, but there's got to be an individual, particular, exclusive, unique way in which you treat the man in your life.
Easier, and I don't know, especially if you're like an oldest daughter, like you want to like get in there and you want to help. This doesn't work with men, okay? Because two reasons. Number one, they don't speak that same language as us, okay? Like they won't appreciate when you're bending over backwards for them. And
wow, this woman's completely lost. I appreciate all the good things that my woman does for me, and I always thank her. This is just so wrong. It's just so evil. It's just misleading women.
And even if it does like make their life easier and they're like, oh, that's nice, what it's actually going to ultimately do is make them more lazy.
No, it's not. It's going to make them appreciate you and get on with what they got to do. She's talking about a subclass of men that are lazy sloths, which the Bible warns about, and it warns women not to go and choose these men.
Get used to you bending over backwards and you putting in the extra effort, and their immediate instinct is, oh, okay, she's got this. That's going to make you resentful in the long run, and that's going to make him lazy.
The problem with this is what she's trying to explain is a transitional relationship with somebody in the relationship that's not making transactions. They're not reciprocal. Okay, so she's talking about she's picking the wrong men. All right? And so she's trying to broaden this foolish knowledge across the whole spectrum of men. All right. One of the motivations for my relationship is the fact that my partner gets up and she's into it. And that helps everybody to have that mentality. If you've got someone that's not participating and reciprocating, there's nothing worse. What do you do with that person? You give them a warning, you try and get things in order, and if they don't come into order, you walk away. You don't give out this advice.
In the long run, and it's a cycle. You're gonna get more resentful, and you're gonna start being a bitch, and then we all know how it ends. So what do I mean when I say like make his life more meaningful, make his life more enjoyable even? Give him shit to do. Give that man shit to do.
Well,
it's the exact opposite of me.
She's got to be talking about a subclass of man that's completely ignorant and has no vision or purpose or anything for his life. She's probably talking about these guys that sit around and play video games all day and lay on the lounge, and you know, they've never developed.
Making his life easier. When you are giving him things to do, when you are giving him a job, this doesn't mean like nag at him and like constantly tell him what to do. It just means like give him purpose. This is why it works so well when you're like, oh my gosh, like I have no idea how to hang this painting in my room. I have no idea how to hang these shelves in my kitchen. Like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? He's immediate, like if he gives even the smallest ounce of shit about you, he will immediately jump up and be like, let me do that. Because men, they thrive off of testosterone and cortisol. Men can handle a lot more cortisol than women can. And
just for the record, cortisol is something you want to try and avoid. Cortisol is related to stress. I'm not sure where she's got that from. You don't want cortisol flowing through your system. It's relative to stress.
And for them, it's actually like a good thing because it gets them moving. So when you give him something to do, when you give him a reason to like get up off his butt, it's actually going to make him like you more.
I'll give you women some advice. If you've got a man that you have to encourage to get up off his butt, you've got the wrong man. You're with the wrong person. You're not picking the right men.
When you're constantly doing everything for him, all you want to do is make his life easier, he's going to get complacent, and that's actually not good for you because you're going to get resentful, and it's actually not good for him either because he's not going to feel like a man that is like big and strong and you need him. And
I'm really sorry, this woman's got absolutely no clue. She's picking the wrong men. She's trying to give advice to people that possibly has got a good man. Now is going to think up more things for him to do. Guys, be careful out there. It's a complete mess, and I'll see you on the next one.